after 12 long years, the Clone Wars finally ended the way it deserved to, in a spectacular fashion. I honestly couldn't have asked for a better season to end the show than this one. The action, the emotion, this will definitely be hard to beat for sure. But with the final season, there were several theories out there that were actually confirmed to be true. And that's what I want to talk about in today's video. So without prolonging this too much, let's get into it. The first one I want to get into is the fact that Echo is alive. Now, a lot of fans predicted this before the start of the season, that the Bad Batch arc would keep the core elements of its unanimated version and that Echo would be alive. Now, thankfully, that theory was actually true. Now, Echo is captured and used as a way of countering tactics of the Grand Army of the Republic. Echo is a shell of his former self when Rex found him, with many cybernetic implants and tubes going into his body, but Echo eventually went off with the Bad Batch, and this was a bittersweet moment, especially for Rex. I honestly feel like that Echo belonged to the Bad Batch, as that he was not really a normal clone that you would see. Echo to me really deserved to be with a group of clones that really shared some similarities in the fact that they weren't normal. They had things altered to them, their appearance and their capabilities, that really set them apart from the rest of the clones in the army. The second thing I want to talk about is Crimson Dawn. Now, fans have been wondering, and including myself, about when we will get more information on Crimson Dawn. Now, if you don't know, Crimson Dawn is the crime organization that we see in the movie Solo. It is run by Maul and Dryden Voss, and we got more information briefly in the Clone Wars final season as some fans predicted. Now, in the show, Maul can be seen having a conversation with some of the leaders of the Shadow Collective, including Dryden Voss, and telling them to hide underground. Now, it was made clear that Maul was their leader. These are the apparent beginnings of the Crimson Dawn, and even possibly are already established by this point. This to me is very interesting because Crimson Dawn isn't one of the crime syndicates that we see joining Maul in the Clone Wars TV show. And if you don't know, Crimson Dawn technically wasn't started by Maul, he just kind of took it over. But I would like to see more information on the beginnings of Crimson Dawn, as I think that would be very interesting. The next thing on this list is that Rex followed through with Order 66. One of the most heartbreaking thoughts going into Season 7 for me was that Captain Rex might take part in Order 66. Now, this was to be expected because we see in Rebels that Rex had a scar signifying that he removed his inhibitor chip. Now, going into Season 7, we see that Rex doesn't have this scar. But the point is that this theory kind of came true, though at the same time not quite came true because he did succumb to the effects of the Order, but Ahsoka helped rescue him and take the chip out of his head. Now, Rex at the beginning, when he dropped his helmet, he fought hard as he could, directing Ahsoka to find Fives' file with a tear in his eye. That to me was one of the most emotional parts of the season, but in the end, he started shooting and hunted Ahsoka until she managed to capture him. Now, this next one kind of goes off of the last one, but Ahsoka helped Rex remove his chip. As mentioned earlier, there were a few theories on how Rex managed to get his chip removed, and the prevailing one that it was all down to Ahsoka. After Ahsoka recruited some droids, including R7, Ahsoka managed to trap and capture Rex, taking him to the medical bay. She struggled, but with the power of the Force, she located the hidden chip. In the end, it was removed, and both Rex and Ahsoka had to escape the Venator before Maul did. Now, the last confirmed theory that I want to talk about is the season ends after the events of Revenge of the Sith. Now, to me, the finale was perfect in every way, closing out the Clone Wars the way it deserves after 12 long years of build-up. Now, many fans predicted that the show would line up with Revenge of the Sith, and many predicted it would end after the events of the film. This of course happens, as the final scene of the series sees Vader arrive and lift Ahsoka's lightsaber from the snow, igniting the blue blade and taking it with him, with a final shot of him walking away, the visor of a broken 501st Legion clone helmet. Now, these events mentioned, to me, were the biggest confirmations we had in the final season. Seeing Echo survive, seeing how Rex got his chip removed, and of course seeing Vader take away Ahsoka's lightsaber with Morai in the background was amazing. But at the end, I'm curious to know what your favorite part of the final season was in the comments down below, and if you want to see more content relating to Star Wars, then subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.